Have you ever wondered why every first day of November is celebrated as All Saints' Day? This day, marked on the Christian calendar, is a celebration of sanctity and devotion. It is a day where we pause and honor all the saints, both known and unknown, who have walked the earth before us. This isn't just about the saints we may recognize from church history or the Bible, but also those unsung heroes of faith whose stories may have faded over time, yet their legacy of love and sacrifice remains. All Saints' Day is a tapestry woven with countless threads of faith, each representing a life lived in service to others and to God. It serves as a reminder of the profound impact these individuals have had on the world and the spiritual legacy they have left behind. So, stay with us as we unravel the origins and evolution of this day of remembrance. The roots of All Saints' Day date back to the early Christian Church. The beginnings of this sacred observance are intertwined with the history of martyrdom in the Roman Empire. During the first 3 centuries of Christianity, followers of the faith found themselves under the yoke of Roman persecution. Many Christians were martyred for their beliefs, often in public spectacles intended to deter others from adopting this new faith. As the number of martyrs increased, it became challenging for individual days to be set aside for each one. The early church, in response, decided to establish a collective day to honor all martyrs. This day was initially celebrated on May 13th, a tradition that continued until the 7th century. Our journey through time then takes us to the year 609, during the reign of Pope Boniface IV. This is an important milestone in the evolution of All Saints' Day. In a symbolic act of triumph over paganism, Pope Boniface IV dedicated the Pantheon in Rome, a former temple for Roman gods, to the Virgin Mary and all the martyrs. This consecration of the Pantheon marked a significant shift in the Church's approach to honoring its heroes of faith. However, it wasn't until the 8th century, under the auspices of Pope Gregory III, that the commemoration was moved to November 1st and expanded to include all saints, not just martyrs. Pope Gregory III dedicated a chapel in the Basilica of St. Peter to all the saints and ordered an annual celebration. This marked the official establishment of All Saints' Day as we know it. Over time, the commemoration evolved into a day to honor not just martyrs, but all saints. This day now serves as a reminder of the universal call to holiness, celebrating those who have lived lives of heroic virtue and faith. It's a day for us to remember, to honor, and to draw inspiration from those who have walked this path before us, lighting the way with their lives of sanctity and devotion. As Christianity spread, so did the observance of All Saints' Day. Initially, this sacred day was celebrated at various times throughout the year, depending on the region. However, in the 8th century, Pope Gregory III made a pivotal decision that would unify the observance of All Saints' Day. He dedicated a chapel in St. Peter's Basilica to all the saints and declared November 1st as a day to honor them. This decision was not made on a whim. The Pope was influenced by the Celtic festival of Samhain, which marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. Samhain was a time when the Celts believed the boundary between the living and the dead became blurred. By aligning All Saints' Day with Samhain, the Church hoped to replace the pagan festival with a Christian observance. Over the centuries, the way All Saints' Day is observed has evolved significantly. In the 10th century, an additional day, known as All Souls' Day, was added to the Christian calendar. Celebrated on November 2nd, this day is dedicated to praying for the souls of all the departed, not just the saints. This addition gave birth to a 2-day observance, which some traditions have further extended into a 3-day celebration known as All-Hallow-Tide. All Saints' Day has also been influenced by local cultures and traditions. For example, in Mexico, it has merged with indigenous customs to form the Day of the Dead, a vibrant celebration of life and death. In other parts of the world, it's a quieter day marked by church services and visits to the graves of loved ones. Today, All Saints' Day is a solemn yet joyous occasion, a time to remember and honor those who have shown us the way to holiness. Despite the changes it has undergone, the core essence of All Saints' Day remains the same. It is a day to celebrate all the saints, known and unknown, who have attained the beatific vision in heaven. Traditions are a vital part of any celebration, and All Saints' Day is no exception. All around the globe, Christians honor this day in myriad ways, each with their own unique customs and traditions. A common thread, however, is the act of remembrance. Many devotees attend Mass, where prayers are offered for all the saints in heaven. Sermons often focus on the lives of the saints, their virtues, and the lessons we can learn from them. In many cultures, visiting cemeteries is a significant part of the All Saints' Day observance. Families gather at the graves of their loved ones, cleaning tombstones, laying flowers, and sometimes sharing meals. It's a time to honor those who have passed, to remember their stories, and to feel a connection to them. Another deeply rooted tradition of All Saints' Day is the lighting of candles. The flickering light of a candle serves as a symbol of remembrance, a beacon guiding the spirits of the departed. In some parts of the world, thousands of candles are lit in cemeteries, creating a serene and deeply moving spectacle. But the beauty of All Saints' Day lies in its diversity. In Mexico, the day is celebrated as part of the vibrant Day of the Dead festival, with colorful altars and sugar skulls. In the Philippines, it's a family reunion of sorts, with loved ones gathering at cemeteries for feasts, music, and even overnight vigils. And yet, despite the vast cultural variations, the essence of All Saints' Day remains the same. It's a day to honor the saints, to remember our departed loved ones, and to reflect on our own mortal journey. These traditions, as diverse as they are, serve as a poignant reminder of our connection to those who have gone before us. They remind us that we are part of a larger spiritual tapestry, intricately woven with the threads of countless lives. And in this remembering, we find a sense of unity, a sense of continuity, and perhaps a sense of peace. These traditions serve as a poignant reminder of our connection to those who have gone before us. Who are these saints we honor on All Saints' Day? Well, let's explore some of the most venerated figures in the history of the Church and their inspiring contributions. Saints are extraordinary individuals who, throughout history, have shown extraordinary faith, love, and dedication to their beliefs. They have left indelible footprints on the sands of time, guiding us towards a virtuous life. Think of Saint Francis of Assisi, for instance. His life was a testament to simplicity and humility. He renounced worldly possessions and dedicated his life to serving the poor and the sick. His message was one of peace, love, and respect for all of God's creation. Or consider Saint Teresa of Calcutta, better known as Mother Teresa. She devoted her life to serving the poorest of the poor, showing us that even the smallest acts of kindness can make a significant difference in someone's life. Her selfless service and deep compassion for the suffering have become a beacon of hope for many. And let's not forget Saint Augustine of Hippo, one of the greatest thinkers in the history of the Church. His writings, particularly Confessions and City of God, have provided deep insights into faith and spirituality, shaping the philosophical and theological discourse for centuries. These saints, and many others, are important to Christians not just as historical figures, but as role models of how to live a life of love, faith, and service. They embody the essence of Christian virtues, demonstrating that it's possible to lead a life that reflects the teachings of Christ, even in the face of immense challenges. Moreover, the saints serve as a bridge, connecting us to the divine. They remind us of our potential to embody goodness and love, to rise above our human frailties, and to strive for a higher purpose. So, as we honor these saints on All Saints' Day, we're not just remembering historical figures. We're celebrating the virtues they embodied and the lessons they left behind. We're acknowledging their enduring influence on our faith and our lives. The saints, in their extraordinary lives, light up our path towards goodness and love. So, what does All Saints' Day mean to us in our contemporary world? Well, it's more than just a day on the calendar. It's a day that invites us all to pause, reflect, and honor the lives of those who have walked the path of faith before us. It's a day that reminds us of the extraordinary stories of ordinary individuals who lived their lives with unwavering courage, compassion, and conviction. All Saints' Day is also a beacon of inspiration. It encourages us to take a closer look at our own lives. It challenges us to ask ourselves, how are we embodying the values and virtues of the saints in our everyday actions? How are we striving towards holiness in our unique ways? In honoring the saints, we are reminded of our potential for goodness and our shared humanity. This All Saints' Day, may their lives inspire us all to live with more compassion, courage, and love.